Oh man, this poem's cut off. I can't see the end of some of the lines. It must be some kind of glitch in the teleporter app. I'll just try it again later. Wait. This poem has a rhyme scheme. I can use that to figure out what the missing words could be. Did you know that the rhymes in some poems follow a pattern? Poets carefully craft them to sound just right. Come on, I'll show you. In our last lesson, we looked at how the poem My Shadow uses sound devices, like rhyme, to help the reader pick up on its silly mood. Do you remember? We identified the words that rhyme, but when you look closer, you'll notice that the first 2 lines of each stanza rhyme with each other, and the last 2 lines of each stanza rhyme with each other. And that's no accident. It's called a rhyme scheme, the pattern of rhyming words at the ends of lines in a poem. There are all kinds of rhyme schemes, and they're used to create different sounds or group certain ideas together. We can identify a poem's rhyme scheme by using the letters of the alphabet. The first line is always labeled A. Then the lines that rhyme with each other, no matter where they are in the poem, are always labeled with that same letter. So all the A lines rhyme with each other, all the B lines rhyme with each other, and so on. And we can use this with My Shadow too. It starts with, I have a little shadow that goes everywhere with me. Since this is the first line, we know it should be labeled A. The next line says, and what his use is more than I can see. That rhymes with the first line, so we're going to label that A as well. The next line says, he is very, very like me from the heels up to the head. That does not rhyme with the A lines, so we'll label this one B. Then it says, and I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. Does this rhyme with the A lines or the B line? The B line. So we'll label this one B. That means the rhyme scheme here is AABB. As we already noticed, the rest of the poem follows the same pattern, just with different rhymes. Most rhyming poems follow the same pattern throughout, because that's how it creates that musical sound we've talked about. It's like how a song keeps the same beat and music throughout. Poems are the same way. That reminds me, the teleporter can actually tell me what the rhyme scheme of any poem is. Let me pull up the one I was reading earlier that had the lines cut off. If I click on Learn More About This Poem, it'll tell me what the rhyme scheme is. Ah, there. It's an ABAB pattern. That's another pretty common rhyme scheme. I'm going to hit the show rhyme scheme so we can see it along with the poem. Perfect. Now we can read what we can and use the context clues and rhyme scheme to help us out. Using that information, I think we could figure out what the missing words could be. This poem is called The Violet. Down in a green and shady bed, a shy purple violet grew. Its stalk was bent, it hung its, and there's the first glitch. Here's what we know. The violet is being described as shy and its stalk is bent. We also know this line needs to rhyme with bed from the first line. So I'm pretty sure the missing word is head. Its stalk was bent, it hung its head, as if to hide from, there's the next glitch. This missing word has to rhyme with grew. New? No. To? No. View. Yeah, as if to hide from view. The next stanza has the first and last lines missing, but see if you can figure it out. Here are 2 options for each glitch. Circle the words in your notes that fit the rhyme scheme. Here's the correct stanza. And yet it was a lovely flower, no colors bold or bright. It could have grown on a rosy tower instead of hiding out of sight. Great job! We just used our knowledge of a rhyme scheme to enjoy a poem, even though we couldn't read all of it. That is amazing. But I think you can handle another poetic challenge: to write your own rhyming poem. Before you try it on your own, though, let me show you how to do it. When I'm writing, I first start with a topic. Today, I'll write about my dog. Then I pick a rhyme scheme. We've seen AABB and ABAB already, so I'll pick another common one, ABCB. Then I start writing. I like to start with one line that comes to mind when I think about the topic and then go from there. So how about, my dog runs around in the dirt and grass? What's a line that would make sense after that? He loves to dig and play. Yeah. For the next line, should I write, on rainy days he looks sadly through the glass? Or he thinks he's our family bodyguard? Check off the one you think is correct in your notes. Since this line shouldn't rhyme with any others, the second option is correct. Now you try writing a line to complete this poem. Remember, it should rhyme with the B line I already wrote. I wrote, chasing the birds around. Wait, that doesn't rhyme with the other B line? Oh man, I really want to say something about how my dog chases birds around, you know? But I have to make it rhyme with play. Day, ray, away, chasing the birds away. That works. Now my poem is done. My dog runs around in the dirt and grass. He loves to dig and play. He thinks he's our family bodyguard, chasing the birds away. Got it. Writing rhyming poetry is almost like a puzzle, finding the right words to fit and make sense. If you ever get stuck when you're writing, you can always switch words around or find synonyms that fit your rhyme scheme better, like I did. It does take practice, so don't get discouraged if it seems hard at first. Remember, words can take you anywhere. Where will they take you next? Good luck with your poems, and I'll see you next time. Hey.